Here is unintentional plagiarism. Now, with unintentional plagiarism, it is either that the student or the researcher doesn't know how to cite correctly, or the other case is that he is ignorant of the research writing methodology, which is that he has to cite, he has to acknowledge the author. And by learning these things, this can be avoided. Now, as for the other type, which is the intentional, Turnitin.com, which is also a plagiarism detector tool and one of the best, calls the different types of intentional plagiarism the plagiarism spectrum, so that almost all types of plagiarism and the level of their severity is calculated, which is 100% wrong and 100% unoriginal, 100% stealing, that is to say, or theft. We will look at those in details by logging into the website of Turnitin and looking at the different spectrums. But first, let me summarize them in very simple terms by saying that you are a plagiarist if you definitely copy and paste. You find an article, you take the article, you put your name on it, and you present it as yours. So you simply retype the information, and now with all the facilities that Microsoft Office has given us, it's only just either printing it or cutting and pasting it without needing to change anything except adding your name. You submit work that is not your own. Same case, okay? You take all of your ideas from one source. This is not allowed. A researcher has to have a look at what is available at the different views, at the different developments, in order to formulate some sort of viewpoint and standing for himself. You copy the majority of the text, but change only a few words, which others call patchwork. So if he takes this statement, he would cross no one and say nobody. He would cross inferior and say bad. He would cross consent and say permission. So this is not allowed. This is wrong, and this is considered plagiarism again. You don't use quotation marks to cite. Sometimes when you are using the exact words of the author, you need to put it between inverted commas. As we said before, if you fail to put those inverted commas, then you are committing an act of plagiarism. Another similar case is that you cite, but you give wrong information of the sources in your citation. That is considered plagiarism as well. Let's look at an example. This is the original passage. I have given you this example before in a previous lecture. I'm putting it here in order to show the plagiarized version, which I did not do back then. So students frequently overuse direct quotation in taking notes, and as a result, they overuse quotations in the final research paper. Probably only about 10% of your final manuscript should appear as directly quoted matter. Therefore, you should strive to limit the amount of exact transcribing of source materials while taking notes. And the reference is a book by Lester James, that is to say James Lester, and the title of the work is Writing Research Papers, the second edition, and it was published in 1962, and the pages that this is taken from are from that is to say bottom of page 46 and the top of page 47. So this is the original passage. Now, a plagiarized version would be students often use too many direct quotations when they take notes, resulting in too many of them in the final research paper. In fact, probably only about 10% of the final copy should consist of directly quoted material. So it is important to limit the amount of source material copied while taking notes. What is wrong with this paraphrase? Why did we consider it plagiarized? Have a look at it, please. And again, look at the original passage. And tell me, why do we consider this plagiarized? You can have some time to think about it.